Yeah, I'll react to that, sure. Hello. Hi, guys. Sure. Well, sure. Let's do it. Preemptive like Germany Explained, Countries Explained. Great channel. Let's go. My name's Connor. Hello. I am from the U.S., New England area, Rhode Island. And I like to learn about things on YouTube and watch stuff. Did I original link to the video, top description, Discord stuff, hit all the buttons. Let's go. I'm ready to learn. If you are not ready to learn, okay.
Germany is mentioned so much in pop culture and politics that you might think is one of the countries you know the most about. But let's face it, 99% of that information is World War II beer and lederhosen. Unfortunately, since there's so much more to Deutschland, as the local populace calls it, hence here are the most important facts about Germany that you were missing. And in the spirit of the people inhabiting the country, we're going to do the explanation efficiently.
German.
Germany is large, ranking 7th in Europe in terms of landmass at 386 kilometers squared. But even more so regarding the population, where it finds itself third on the continent with 83.2 million people, just edged by second place Turkey. Yet Germany is the most populous European country if you exclude the two continents, spanning Turkey at 84 and Russia at 155 million people. There's a big drop-off after it on the old continent, with France and the UK having 67.8 and 67 million people respectively.
Wow.
Also, it's
I didn't know they were that close in population, France and UK.
worth mentioning that our channel doesn't have anywhere near 67 million subscribers. So to help us with this very realistic goal, you should hit that subscribe button below.
This is a really good channel. They deserve more subs.
On a world map, Germany is 63rd in size and 19th when looking at numbers of citizens. Located right in Central Europe, Germany has the second most borders of any country in Europe, after Russia, of course. Boasting 9 neighbors, sharing its longest border with the Czech Republic at 817 kilometers, and Austria as a close second at 801 kilometers.
That is a... Wait, what? That's a good trivia question. Because I would have guessed, you know, maybe Poland... Wow, Czech Republic is the biggest. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, okay.
Besides 17 kilometers, and Austria as a close second at 801 kilometers. Besides these two countries on the east and southeast, Germany also splits borders with Switzerland, France, Luxembourg, Belgium, the Netherlands, Denmark, and Poland. 1 kilometers. Besides these two countries on the east and southeast, Germany also splits borders with Switzerland, France, Luxembourg, Belgium, the Netherlands, Denmark, and Poland. We actually covered quite a few of these neighbors in our videos already, and you find those links down at the description.
I've watched a few.
At its south end, Germany starts at the foothill of the Alps and stretches to the North Sea at its northwest, and the Baltic Sea to the northeast. Part of the latter is even called the German Riviera, as it's the vacation region of the country, with a rare combination of old Gothic towns that also offers walks on sandy beaches. Although it might not look so on the map, but Germany has a coastline of 2,389 kilometers, which is actually more than Portugal, even though most of us associate this country with sunshine and blue horizons. Yet Germany had them beat up with the help of the...
That's not that surprising to... I think as far as coastlines go, Portugal has a pretty smooth one. And Germany has a kind of more jagged, and so it kind of creates more... Okay,
indented
more
coastline and quite a bit of small and not so small islands. Didn't we tell Germany has some surprises?
Where's that?
Geographers still do like using Germany as a typical example of a common occurrences in typography, which is the study of the forms and features of land surfaces. As going from the coastline downwards, south that is, please forgive us elementary school geography teachers of our past. We know that
Lower
south
Germany
is south
technically
and
in
not
the
downwards.
north?
Okay. The territory
Like
depicts a common theme from across the earth. Beaches turn into green fields sporadically colored with lakes, rivers and swamps, which in turn after many kilometers on the autobahn turn into hills separated by the scenic valleys decorated with creeks and rivers. These hills start rising until they start creating lush green highlands before culminating with the status of mountains. On an organizational...
This is... All right, it's like one of the only European kind of examples I can give. I haven't been that many. So if you're not new to the channel, you've probably heard me say this in reference to something else, but it was the most beautiful scenery I have ever seen in my life. Me and my dad and brother in like 2016 or 24 were, you know, flew into Heathrow and got a car and then drove up, through to, Normandy and then up Brussels, Amsterdam, down Frankfurt towards Munich. And from the drive from Munich, when we left Munich and went south into Austria to Innsbruck, and then went west into Liechtenstein, which I made sure we passed through just so I could step out of the car and say I've been there. And then into Switzerland, back into France and up. And just driving from Munich, where I forget if you can see the mountains in the distance from Munich or if you can't. I don't think you can. But I just remember going up and up in elevation as you went south, and just so freaking beautiful.
State level, Germany is a federal republic consisting of 16 states who hold a degree of sovereignty. Berlin, the capital and the largest city, and Hamburg, the second most populous city, are granted this status and are commonly known as city-states. Alongside the free Hanseatic city of Bremen, which sounds like something from Game of Thrones, as the least populous state basically consists of 2 enclaves due to its history. While the largest and most well-known state is Bavaria, roughly the size of the Republic of Ireland at 70,552 kilometers squared. Yet the agricultural economic powerhouse Bavaria in the southeast isn't the most populous federal state in Germany. That title goes to the North Rhine-Westphalia with 17,922,570 people, which in terms of proper European countries would have put her over their western neighbors, the Netherlands, most densely populated country in the European Union, as we mentioned in our most successful video yet on the Not Holland. But the German state to their east is even smaller in size, making it very compactly populated, seeing how 4 of Germany's 10 most populated cities are located in this state. Cologne, Düsseldorf, Dortmund and Essen, it's not hard to see why. While there are 6 federal states with no city larger than 280k, Berlin, the 5th most populous city in Europe and the capital of Germany, is primarily known as the culture center of the country and of the continent when it comes to electronic music and modern arts. Having a continental climate with cold snowy winters and hot summers, Germany also experiences quite a bit of overcast during the year, especially the northern area due to the effect of the Atlantic Ocean. The more south and the more east you go, the populace gets more sunshine per year. Yet, even in the eastern located Berlin, there are 139 rainfall days. Still, that didn't stop German tourists from having 39 million international arrivals in 2019, similar to the whole of seemingly much more popular UK. Well, the festivals like the Oktoberfest in Munich and the notoriety for greatest beer and sausages in the world do the heavy lifting. Yet Germany has a lot more to offer outside of its urban centers. Fairy tale-like castles across the land, many big rivers like the Rhine.
Oh my lord, look at that!
Its urban centers, fairy tale.
I want to go and walk inside something like that so bad. Can tourists go in there?
Like castles across the land,
you probably
many
have
big
to get
rivers
a
like the Rhine, Main, Danube and Elbe used for cruises, and the Alps boosting the country's highest peaks with the Zugspitze, Rhine is supreme at 2,962 meters. After hiking or skiing in these areas, one could go for strong flavored German food, the Bratwurst, Sauerkraut and many kinds of cheese. Germany now boasts a very distinct food offering, as some estimates suggest that 1 in every 10 German citizens comes originally from a foreign country, with Turks and Poles as the most represented ethnicities. Somewhat surprisingly compared to UK and France, Germany is still quite a religious country, with 66% Christian population, split.
Poland, where did I hear this weird fact that like Poland has more churches like per square mile, per square kilometer than any other European country? Or I don't know, I feel like I heard that somewhere.
Almost equally between the Catholics and the Protestants, 6.9% Muslims and 26.3% unaffiliated. Yet it might not be so strange, considering Germany is the birthplace of Protestantism, but also because it has been, for the longest time, the spiritual successor of the Roman Empire. But we need to back up quite a bit.
What was the, when was Martin Luther born? Don't look at my weird history. 1483, wow, that's a little earlier than I would have guessed. Who's Katharina von Bora? I kind of want to learn more about Martin Luther. Okay. So where was I? Oh no. Here he is.
Germanic tribes originating from the southern end of Scandinavia populated the lands we've been examining around 500 BC, eventually becoming a threat to the populated the lands Germanic tribes originating from the southern end of Scandinavia populated the lands we've been examining around 500 BC, eventually becoming a threat to the Roman Empire, with the legions attempting and failing conquering the dark forests of the Great Germany. Yet part of Western and Southern Germany did get included in the vast Roman Empire, but the whole of Western Roman Empire fell to Germanic tribes by the end of the 6th century AD, following the great barbarian invasions and migrations, which resulted in Germanic tribes ending up pretty much everywhere in Europe. Too many tribes to be listed in this introductory video, yet they are the reason why there are so many different words for the same country. Unlike for Italy, England or Russia, who we all call similarly with the same root of the word, but the
Marcomanni, Langobards. Why can't you guys see as well? It doesn't seem like. See if I do this, if it works. It's kind of the same thing. Boy. Former homeland. Vandali. Goths. Burgundionists. I thought Burgundy was over here.
Unlike for Italy, England or Russia, who we all call similarly with the same root of the word, but the Scandinavians call Germany Tyskland, the English, well, Germany, and the French Allemagne, and most Eastern European nations as a variation of the word Nimsi, and the Dutch Deutschland. Franks, one of these groups of Germanic people, became the most powerful kingdom on the ashes of the Western Roman Empire. It's this domain that served as the basis for the Holy Roman Empire, a conglomeration of political entities, states, cities that lasted for nearly 1,000 years with varying borders, but usually holding most parts of what is today Germany. The loosely tied organization ended with Napoleonic Wars, yet those lit the nationalistic fervor across the states, leading eventually to the founding of the German Empire in 1871, and the country be so young and so old at the same time. The 20th century is what most people know Germany for, and losing 2 world wars in which it was the aggressor. After the Second World War, the victorious Allies divided Germany into
Well, yeah, okay. Yeah. I don't know if Germany was the aggressor in World War I, but I guess they were blamed for it at the Vienna, okay, sorry.
Time. The 20th century
Yeah, okay.
Is what most people know Germany for, and losing 2 world wars in which it was the aggressor. After the Second World War, the victorious Allies divided Germany into eastern and western parts, which were then...
Again, I don't know... I might even still think, I've thought about this a bit, like who is the aggressor in World War I. It's kind of fun to think about. World War II is a bit more cut and dry, but yeah, I don't know if you can say with certainty who's the aggressor in World War I.
Again reunited in 1990 after the dissolution of the Soviet Union. Despite massive losses in the 20th century, Germany remains an industrial powerhouse of the world and a synonym for perfectly engineered, well, anything, but especially cars. One of the strongest economies of the world, Germany uses euro as its currency since 2002, and before the national money was called the Deutschmark. Its distinctive flag of black, red and gold is technically older than the country itself, and the anthem is called Deutschlandlied, the song of the Germans. In many ways, Germany is the country of extremes, from the plains to the Alps, from the free-flowing anti-German stereotype that is Berlin to the industrial lands in the West. Hopefully we convinced you that there is so much more to Germany than what is usually mentioned, and we didn't even get to mention Beethoven, Bach, Einstein, Martin Luther, Nietzsche, Karl Marx,
Whoa, is that the Disney castle? Awesome video. I haven't seen Turkey explained. I can do that. I'll do that after, though. Love you guys. Hit all the things. See you next time. I hope you're all doing well. See you guys next time. Bye.